Welcome back, Bout Betters. Last week was a wash despite my two main plays of Kelleher Pilarte not going to distance and Clay Guida not being able to stave off and improve Marco Madsen really cost me. The good news is that I won two bottles of Don Julio Anejo off of my gambling buddy Jojo, who's there in the chat someplace, who went with Royval by sub, and I had Pantoja by finish. I did call the sub, but I did not back that play. But this weekend, Barboza Chikadze with the Ultimate Fighter Championship sounds good to me. A lot of good fights. Not necessarily the best betting positions, but certainly good enough bets that we can make tons of favorites, lots of chalk in places. I don't think it's going to be hard to bet this card. I think it's going to be fairly straightforward. While I haven't determined all of my betting spots for this event, I certainly will be looking closely at Alessio Di Chirico versus Abdul Razak Alhassan. This is going to be a more interesting bout, again, that I think people, everyone views that big minus 230 price tag. Alessio is juiced, and he is coming off a huge performance by not only pulling off an upset, but knocking out Joaquin Buckley by spectacular head kick. Buckley has two fantastic knockout performances, one by a perp, the other by victim. Abdul Razak Alhassan is coming off three straight losses where he has severely or significantly underperformed against all three opponents. Getting starts by Chaos Williams and schooled by Lizez is one thing, but being dominated by a UFC newcomer in Jacob Malkoun, I remember it. I remember it bad. I was on the Abdul Razak Alhassan side, and he mushed many a ticket because he was a big favorite. And I put him in many parlays, just like I did the bout, the not to go the distance between Kelleher and Pilarte, as well as the not to go the distance. There were many other round props that I did or have done many other times before. Is this a spot to fade Alessio Di Chirico with Abdul Razak Alhassan? Hell no. Both these guys can finish. Yes, Hassan is dangerous in round one, but that's if he's standing. Alessio Di Chirico is a more seasoned fighter with a higher fighter IQ than Razak Alhassan. He's just as physically strong as Razak Alhassan and is a good wrestler and grappler. This is a bad metric or a bad ability for Razak Alhassan because he just does not do well against people that can control him. Razak Alhassan basically is a KO or BKO'd guy, whether it's in round one or somewhere else. He wants to stand and bang, and Alessio Di Chirico is just the guy being able to do that. He can not only KO him, he could submit him, he could even pace and control him out to a decision, but at minus 230, I don't mind that as a parlay leg. I'm going to be looking for the other props here in the not to go the distance props, the Di Chirico by finish. I don't know where to put Di Chirico. You can't put him at Mahmoud Marudov. You can. It's a better bet than putting him, for example, with JJ Aldrich, even though you might get minus 118, you get a better price, but JJ Aldrich might falter. She's just not as good a fighter. What are you going to do with all these chalked up fighters on this card? Will you pass on the favorites this week? Is this a dog or pass card? You guys tell me. Let me know what your plays might be. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe if you've heard any of this. Let's make money this weekend. I hate breaking even. I don't like it, and I accept it because it's better than losing, but I'm here to make money and I'm at a profit, and that didn't happen. So let's try to change that this week. Let's talk about it.